What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Pop Quiz here with a wind-up deck profile. It's a deck that I took to Anaheim Regionals. I guess you can say I went undefeated. I went XO. X equals 0 wins and 0 losses. There were over 1,000 people that showed up to Anaheim Regionals. The max capacity was 600, and I was around like 700 or so. So I just missed entering, but it's fine. I got there about an hour early, and I waited in line for about 2.5 hours, basically for nothing. It was about 11:45, and the judge wanted everybody's attention and told everybody that they have too many people. Sorry, and they'll make it up to us by reimbursing us for parking. Yeah, pay us $10 for wasting about 3 hours of our time. Anyways, so I went. It was kind of a bad Saturday for Yu-Gi-Oh wise. It was a bad Saturday. So I went to a local tournament, and because it was a OTS, and so they're having a big Magic tournament right after. So it was only 3 rounds, and I 2-0'd my first two opponents. My friend who I went to regionals with, I 2-0'd his Machina Girgias. Round 2, I 2-0'd 6 Samurais. And then round 3, I was pretty confident that I would get at least second, because there's only 3 rounds, and there's about 20 people, so there's going to be 2 undefeated people there. And so I played in Zectors, and I don't think I underestimated him, but I just expected it to be an easy win. Game 1, I brought out Shockmaster and wind up to him, and then game 2, he somehow pulled it out. I lost to Acid Golem, my own Acid Golem, so that kind of sucked. And then game 3, it was pretty close. I made the only 2 misplays all day when it really counted. I was still able to come back, and I ended up reborning his Gigamantis, and then I attacked, and I brought him down to 1,700, and then he top decked something, and he set it. He already had a set card, so he had set 2 set cards, and I top deck a shark with another shark in hand, and I could have went into Zenmayo then attacked for game, but I don't have Zenmayo in my extra deck, so I just attacked for game with Gigamantis, and the card he ended up top decking was a Magic Cylinder, and I was a little salty about that. It's never good to lose to a top deck Magic Cylinder, and his set card was an MST. So, I mean, it was whatever, and then, so I was like, okay, I can still come in 3rd or 4th if my friend wins, and he ended up losing, going 1-2, I went 2-1, and because he was my tiebreaker, I ended up getting 5th place. I won 2 packs. The prizes were actually pretty good. It was, first place was a calculator and a notepad thing, and 10 packs, just for first place. It was $5 center. It was pretty good. Second place got a deck box, one of those anime deck boxes, and 8 packs. So the prizes were good. I got 2 packs. I pulled the sneak peek promo as my holo, and then in 1 pack, and then the second pack I pulled a Girgia Arsenal and a Girgia Accelerator in the same pack. So that was pretty cool. But then we went in and out after, so it was all good. But so here's the deck that I took. It's basically the same as my last video. It's some key changes and some different thoughts on the cards. So, double Tour Guide and Singing, triple Magician, triple Shark, triple Rat, triple Rabbit. I usually sided 1 or 2 of them out, but it's always good to have 3 of, especially game 1. And then the Soldier to get over the Thunder Kings, and and then 2 Snowmanators. Get over those big beat sticks. 2 Thunder King. I mean, Thunder King's a problem if it's being used against me, but I like turn 1 Thunder King so much. Like, they waste all the resources just to get rid of this guy, and then they use all the resources up already. So then I just go off and OTK them. And then Cyber Dragon. Initially, it was to get rid of Thunder Kings, but Girgias have became one of the most popular decks, and at locals on the day before regionals on Friday, I turn 2'd He kind of went off and had like 3 machines on field. I top decked Cyber Dragon and I contacted out, and I was glad I main decked one. It's never dead. And then 3 factory. 3 factory is kind of two, at least you have to run at least 2, but I like 3. 2 Typhoon, Heavy, Dark Hole, Reborn, Avarice, and Book staples. And then you run the Solemn Brigade. 2 Bottomless. 2 Deep Prison. 2 Torrentials. 1 Mirror Force, and Call. Call put in a lot of work. Especially if they warning your turn 2. If they warning your Magician, and you could just bring it back, and then it's just easier because they have 2,000 less life points, and it's easier to OTK them. You don't have to. You can still OTK them with a Shockmaster if you really need to. For the extra, I run 1 Chimera Tech, Zen Mighty, Zen Mains, Leviair, Tempo, Leviathan, Giga Brilliant, Acid Golem. This is like the only card I would change in any part of. I love my deck besides this. So I'm taking this out for Zen Maya. Every time I bring it out, I lose, so I don't really like this card anymore. Shockmaster, Utopia, Maestroke, Popple Operative, Zen Meister, Tyrus, and Adrius. So, and then for the side deck, I got 2 Valor, the second Cyber Dragon, Gores, BLS. BLS was good. I drew him against 6 Samurais. I opened up with him and he was dead. But then like 4 turns later, he came live, and then I dropped him for game. So you just gotta be patient. It's a good card. 2 Noblemans, 2 Fissure, 2 Soul Taker, 2 Shadow Mirror, and 2 Trap Stun. I chose Trap Stun over Decree just for the chain ability, and then, especially against Chambered and stuff, they go off, they make their chain, at the end of the chain you just go Trap Stun and they get all their stuff. So, that's the deck. I hope you guys liked it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Mr. Pop Quiz, peace out.